Australia, all these people are the true people of God. Even the Israelites that fled into Africa. That's not their homeland. That's Hamitic. So all these people seek a land. And it tell you that it says, will deliver them to be removed to all kingdoms of the earth. So it was a time that the Most High would disperse his people. Now he's bringing again the captivity of his people. He's starting to enlighten them, have them understand that where they reside is only the place of the captivity. It's the place of the curse that we're reading of here. It's not the place we belong. Our heart longs for Zion. That's that thing that be in us, like something. It's just they're not giving us everything. They're not giving us the understanding of where we belong. They're not telling us who we are. That's a key ingredient in understanding the word of the Most High. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 18. And I will persecute them with the sword, with the famine, and with the pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all kingdoms of the earth.
Go ahead.
To be a curse, and an astonishment, and a hissing, and a reproach among all the nations whither I have driven them.
And he says, we are a reproach among all the nations. That means these nations who was once lower in the earth, because the Most High was dealing with Israel, they look down on the children of Israel now, or the poor people. We are a reproach to them. It's like they can't, a lot of them can't even stand to be in our presence. We become a reproach to the earth. Read.
Verse 19. Because they have not hearkened unto my words.
Because we have not hearkened unto his words, which is the laws, statutes, and commandments they're telling you to break in these churches. Because we have not hearkened or listened to the word of the Most High. Read.
Saith the Most High, which I sent unto them by my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them.
So he rose up prophets early, sending them. He didn't put them in conclaves in the corner. He told them to go out in the byways and the gaps. The same way he sent Christ out to warn the people in the time of trouble. To let them know it was time. The Lord, matter of fact, let me get this scripture, because this is a scripture that I wanted to get right before it ended Wednesday. I need you to hold Jeremiah. I need you to hold Jeremiah. And I need you to get Matthew 12 and 39. Can you control that? Okay, good. Matthew 12 and 39. And I'm going to go a little over this evening. So if a few people that are in our normal classes, if you need to do your prayers and all that, you know, if it's too long, then we understand. All right, but I'm going to go a little over because there's some key information that we just have to get out. And I'm going to have to take it all the way through. Okay? Because who knows how long we'll be able to do what we're doing right now. Who knows how long we'll be able to actually put this information out there. And we employ everyone to take these videos, take the information, and just publish it. Just put it out there. Don't ask for it. We don't need a dime. We don't need nothing. We don't need no credit. We don't need to be recognized as anything. But the word need to be spread that we're in this time. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. Most people in this earth is looking for this one big sign or this one direct thing to say, okay, now I'm ready to do this. Now I'm ready to do something. Okay? And they don't understand when Christ was talking about that wicked generation or that generation, it was talking about the generations from his time all the way to the second coming, to his second coming. That's the generation he was talking about. All the generations from his time until his coming. Let's get Matthew 12 and 29. Read that. 12 and 39, excuse me.
St. Matthew, chapter 12, verse 29. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
An evil and an adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. That means you have to be shown something. You're looking for a sign. Okay, let me see, this one thing have to happen. I see everybody going through the scriptures looking for one thing to happen, and in Baruch it tell you that it's going to be so many things happening at one time, you can't put your finger on it. Because one will be an event, then it will leave, and another will take its place. And then that same event, that Lord would rear his head again. Read.
St. Matthew, chapter 12, verse 39. But he answered and said unto them, An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
Go ahead.
And there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
The only sign that was given to man, that man needed to really take heed to, was the sign of the prophet Jonas. And the prophet Jonas was used to prophesy on Nineveh. That was the beginning of that sign. He was in the belly of the well for 3 days and 3 nights. Christ was. And people still don't believe that sign. But Jonas was used to go prophesy to a rebellious people. He was running away knowing that the people would mock him, the people would hate him, and the people would try to reject him and even kill him. And the only thing Jonas wanted to do was to have Nineveh be saved. But he tried to run away from it because he knew these same people would try to attack and go against him. The only sign you people are going to get is a sign when those men stood up and told you what the Most High was bringing. That was your sign. That was your sign. Because soon the Most High is going to start moving the elect all together. And the voice is going to get lower and lower in the earth, to the point where there'll be a famine of hearing the word of the Most High. Hold that and get Amos. Get me Amos 8 and 11.
Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Power.
The days are coming. What day? Read.
And that I will send a famine in the land.
He will send a famine in the land. Now we know we're almost in a physical famine now. People are eating. They're eating as we speak clone meat. So he says he will send a famine in the land. But this is a different famine. What type of famine? Read.
Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
So it's not bread and water, but what?
But of hearing the words of the Most High.
But hearing the words of the Most High. Hearing the truth. People don't go into these institutions we call church to get truth and understanding of the Most High's law and prophecy and what that means to them today. They don't go there for that. They go there for everything else. The entertainment, the camaraderie, the party, the celebration. But there's a time for everything. And right now, brothers and sisters, there's no time for celebration. We're not in listen, we'll celebrate in Zion. Christ is going to bring our celebration. There's no time for that right now. Read it again.
Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Most High.
But of hearing the words of the Most High. That's what's going to happen soon. The Most High is going to start moving all the teachers. And now they're placing in a law where it's almost illegal to teach the truth out of the Bible. That's that famine. You'll be able to hear that shucking and jiving all day long, because that's no information that's making you aware of what's going on in the world. They'll allow that to happen until they march you, piper you to the FEMA camps and to these camps all around the earth. They don't care about that. They care about people's minds being stimulated. You understanding Bible prophecy, you being able to go into this book and break down prophecy and understand where you stand and the governments of this earth stand. The more you go into this Bible, the more you understand how grim and dark this world is. how grim and dark the governments of this earth are. That all of them are in league and are in bed with Satan. That's the truth. Not one of them are with the Most High. Why? Because this kingdom was given into the hand of Satan. Job 9 and 24 tell you the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So in order